Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have to celebrate some new releases from Viseart. Well, they're not exactly new. Let me explain. They have released six new petite palettes, six new petite matte palettes, the Petite Matte Collection. I have picked up 3 of them, and like when I say they're not necessarily new, it's because think of them as petite versions, carbon copies really, of the Viseart iconic large 2-gram Pro palettes. And these are about half the price. They're $40 each. They have 12 pans, obviously they're less expensive. They're magnetized, so you can trade them. We're gonna look at them all and swatch them and try some different looks, don't you worry. But you can take in and out these magnetized pans. I'm holding up the matte, Petite Mattes Neutral. You could take in and out these magnetized pans and you can trade them with the Petite Mattes, the Petite Pro, the Edit collections, so you can kind of make and create your own palette. Now this is a pretty amazing thing. Let me tell you a little bit about these. I want to tell you the 3 I got and why, and swatch them, and we're going to do 3 different looks, including the look that you're seeing right now and getting a preview of. These are a staple in pretty much every great makeup artist's collection. These mattes are so useful. In this video, I am going to take the 3 that I bought and create 3 perfect matte looks. I think they're perfect matte looks. But you can also use these with shimmer shades that you have from Viseart or from other brands, and you can mix and match. The great thing about the Viseart mattes is that if you have another palette, let's say one from Pat McGrath, that just isn't quite working on its own, it's like, oh, I need that transition shade, or I need that perfect matte shade, you can always find a Viseart matte that is going to work, and they perform so beautifully. So take, for instance, the Super Nudes palette from Charlotte Tilbury. Now I know that this is highly acclaimed by some and disliked by others. I am in the dislike category on this. I think it gets hard pan. I don't think the shades perform well. I think they're patchy. And for the price, I mean, compare it to this $40 Petite Mattes Neutral from Viseart. I mean, which would you rather have? I know which one I would rather have. And I know that Charlotte Tilbury has the name Charlotte Tilbury, but when you need mattes, when this came out, all I kept hearing in my comment section, and I agreed, was, no thanks, I got my Viseart mattes, I'm good. And exactly, I mean, these are so good. So I got, there's 6, let me show you a picture of all 6 of them up there. And I couldn't get all 6, obviously, I had to show some restraint, but I got 3, because for me, even if, most of these I have the larger, but to be able to have the smaller and kind of even pop them out because they're magnetized and make my own for travel one day. People are traveling more, but you know what I mean. Hopefully I will be traveling more at some point soon. But to be able to take these in and out and then make my own palette with them, I got the ones that I thought would be the most useful to me. So of those 6 up there, I picked up the Petite Mattes Neutral, the Petite Mattes Cool, wait till you see that, and then the one you're seeing on me from our last demo now, which is the Petite Matte Milieu. And I want to show you all of these, and I want to look at them in 2 different lights, and then I want to do a little montage of me putting on each of these all matte looks that I have decided to play with and try today. And remember, of course, I do have linked below, there are 6 of these total. The editorial brights, I mean, are going to be a lot of people's favorite. To me, I didn't invest in it because I know myself and I know I won't use it quite enough, but it is absolutely beautiful. So I know that one's going to be super popular, especially for makeup artists. Okay, but let's look first at the neutral. This is the Petite Mattes Neutral, and look at these shades. Think about what you could do with these shades to complement another eyeshadow palette, or just to wear on their own, and you're going to see me do that in just a moment here. But let's take a look at this in studio lighting first. Here is the Petite Mattes Neutral in studio lighting. And so this will be a carbon copy of the more iconic large 2-gram Pro palette. But here it is in its petite matte state. And then let's go ahead and look at those same shades on my arm in the same way outside in the warm California sunshine. Look at those colors and tell me that you can't do something with those. They're so good. They perform so well, and it's affordable in the petite. It is just affordable and really completes a collection or works perfectly on its own. So I like to even travel with these. Let's move on to one that I know a lot of you are going to love. I have so many of you that are just like, please, I need more cool tone palettes. Really? Well, this one already existed, but now it's here in an affordable, small size. This is the Petite Mattes Cool. Take a look at this in the pan. Look at that for my cool shade lovers. And wait till you see the swatch. Wait till you see it on the eyes, too. It's glorious. Just sitting in the pans is pretty enough, but it still doesn't somehow do it justice. Take a look at it on my arm here in studio lighting first. And all of these shades have names, by the way. And when I apply the ones I choose for my montage, I will, of course, put the name on the screen of all these unique shades. And then let's step outside into the warm California sunshine and take a look at these, mattes, the cool mattes on my arm in the warm California sunshine. Look, 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 look. So, so pretty. And for those of you who, I know there's so many of you who are just waiting patiently for the cool tone revolution, you can begin with this. And so many of you maybe weren't even interested too much in makeup when all of these were released in the larger palettes, so maybe this is a chance for you to play catch up at a more affordable price. Or if you have been into makeup for so long and just didn't have one you didn't pick up or always wanted, what an excuse. How about this, the Petites Mattes Milieu? And this one is actually my favorite, so I saved it for last. Take a look at the Milieu. This is great because it's got all these kind of neutral shades and then those few really exciting pops, which I actually, you'll be proud of me, worked with today in my look. Take a look at the Milieu on my arm here in studio lighting so that you can see all of those. It's just, that is kind of its own beast. It works perfectly on its own. And by beast, I mean that in the best of senses. Let's take a look at that on my arm outside in the warm California sunshine. Same order. And of course, all the shades have names, which I will show you, the ones I pick on screen during the demo. Take a look at those outside. Now, I want to try all of these on for you. This is the finished look using the Petite Matte Milieu, but in the actual montage, I will not use eyeliner or mascara because otherwise it's just too painful to do 3 different looks like that. But you will absolutely get the idea of what you can do just working solely with a good all matte palette. Now, of course, your imagination is your guide, so you can mix and match the matte palettes together. You can mix and match them with other brands, with other Viseart palettes, and you can, of course, take out those magnetize and switch these Petite Mattes with the Petite Pros or the Edit Collection or anything like that to your heart's content. So let's go to the montage and you can see what I did today with these 3 palettes. All right, now it is your turn. You know what I would love to know from you, princesses? Drop in the comments, what is your favorite Viseart palette? And if you don't even have that many of them, but you're very precious about your collection, why don't you take a moment now to tell me which Viseart palettes you own and which of these 6 you would like to add to your collection. Would you buy the 3 that I got? Or would you maybe go for the brights? I didn't get the warm palette. I mean, maybe that's something you would have got. I felt I had so many warms in my collection already that I had to just pick up that cool matte palette. What would you get? What did you get? I'm linking them below for you to take a look at. I'm really excited to hear your thoughts. Any day with new Viseart is definitely a good day, even when it's just newly packaged, newly presented Viseart. I'll take it for sure. So leave your comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I sure hope that you did. And if you have not already done so, do make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any of the fun that we are having here in this lovely community. So see you in the next video. Bye-bye.